eyebrows and I moisturize and I prime my face. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna begin with my eyes. I'm gonna explain to you a new trick that I learned is the tape trick. Let's begin. I went ahead with my Tarte Shape Tape and my number 203 blending brush from Ulta, and I just went ahead and I highlighted the top of my eyes. For this tutorial, I'm mostly going to be using my Jaclyn Hill palette. You can get it at Morphe.com, and I'm going to be using a lot of the gold, red, and auburn orange undertones. So I'm going to get this yellow color, and I'm using my Sigma tapered blending brush, E35 blending brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to work that in the creases of my eye. After I do the creases of my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead with this auburn orange color, and I'm just getting another one of my blending brushes, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna follow the same crease that I did in yellow, but instead with orange. Next, I'm gonna grab this maroon color, and I am just going to go ahead and start from the creases above my eye, and then I'm gonna work it up. After I finished shading in the inner creases of my eyes with the maroon color, I am gonna go ahead with my Warm Obsessions palette from Huda Beauty, and I'm gonna use this dark purple just to go ahead and give my eyes a little bit more depth. And now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to highlight the middle parts of my eyes, and I'm gonna show you what I do to do that. What you're gonna be needing is a little shader brush and an inner corner brush that looks like this. So now I'm gonna be using my Starlit liquid in the color 03. This is from Makeup Forever, by the way. It's just a glitter shimmer that looks like nail polish, but it's not, and I use it a lot to highlight the insides of my eyes when I'm doing beautiful tutorials like this one. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to paint the middle of my eye. Then I'm going to get my shader brush and I'm going to blend that in. This is why you need a little brush like this, because like I said, this dries really fast and it's really hard to blend into your eyeshadow after it's already on. So after I use my Starlit liquid powder, I'm gonna go ahead with my number 13 Starlit powder, and this is in a color gold, just like the liquid, and I'm going to take my little brush and I'm going to just go over where I put the liquid. It's time. I'm gonna take off the tapes and we're going to see if this really works. Perfectly lined. Actually, this one's not perfectly lined. Oh! So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna remove the excess powder off my skin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a, so you can see a little pointy angled brush. This one is an E05 Sigma brush. I happen to love it, and I'm gonna go back with my little Warm Obsessions palette from Huda Beauty, and I'm gonna take the dark purple color, and I'm just gonna line the bottom of my eye, following where the tape was. Now that I am 75% done with my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with my foundation. I am just using a regular foundation brush that you can get from a dollar store. And for today, I'm gonna be using my Tarte Cosmetics Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream. And I'm just gonna go ahead and paint my face. I'm gonna take a damp beauty sponge that I got at Sally's. I got a pack for 200 for I think like $6, and it's already damp. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to blend out my foundation. So now I'm gonna go ahead with my Zoeva 106 powder brush, and I'm going to be using my Airbrush Perfecting Powder, which works just as good as the foundation. If you want something that's just light and that you could use for work, here it is. I recommend it. I'm just going to put some of the powder over just to give me a matte finish and to set my foundation. Put some on your neck because you don't want to look lighter or darker than what you actually are. So now I'm going to get my trio of lovely sticks, little honeycombs that are from Fenty Beauty. If you guys don't know, it's by Rhianna. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use the matchstick in the color Mocha to go ahead and contour my face. I don't know if it's contour. I know highlight obviously is the light and contour. I'm gonna say contour is the dark and highlight is the light. And yeah. I'm going to start with the top of my cheekbone, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm gonna draw the line. I'm gonna go around my forehead, underneath, and to define my chin, underneath my lip to give it some definition, on my nose, underneath it to make it shorter, and I'm just gonna go over my lines to make sure that these are dark enough. So after I contoured my face, I'm gonna go in with my Sigma flat angled kabuki brush. God, I can't even say that. So after I contour my face, I'm gonna go ahead and take a flat angled kabuki brush that you can get from any brand because they sell them anywhere, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna blend it in. I'm gonna take my Sigma Eye Shading E55 brush, and I'm going to use this to blend out my nose. Take your fingers, just kind of work that product in. I'm gonna go ahead with my concealer. I'm using Tarte Shape Tape, which is my favorite, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to highlight. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take another little sponge that I got from Sally's in my 250 pack for $6, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna blend that out, starting with my chin, and I'm gonna do the top of my lips, my forehead, my nose. So guys, I know that I did this backwards. I contoured before I highlighted. I was supposed to highlight before I contoured, but I contoured before I highlighted. So this is what you're gonna do if you make this mistake. Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna blend everything out. Don't worry that you've already contoured. The great thing is that you can always go back and darken it. I'm gonna go ahead and take my Locket highlighting powder, color golden, just to go ahead and highlight the bottom of my eyes. To do that, I'm going to be using a tapered kabuki brush, which means it's just oval on top. Go ahead and tap it out under that, and I'm just going to press. Then I'm going to take my Zoeva brush and I'm going to blend that out. And just like I said, I know that I contoured before I highlighted, so I'm gonna show you how you fix your mistake if you made one just like me. Because I made a mistake, I'm gonna go ahead again and I'm just going to do like a little thin line, nothing too crazy because you still have a little bit there, a little bit there. So then you're gonna go ahead with the same angled kabuki brush and you're just gonna work that product out. Then you're gonna go back with your little shading brush and you're going to finish off my face, I'm gonna use my Urban Decay Beach Bronzer and my favorite blush brush that I've had since forever. It's MAC. I got it in 2007. It's 2018 now. This is forever, my friend. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to highlight the bottom of my cheekbones, top of my head, just wherever you decided to contour. And once I finish with that, I'm gonna take my favorite palette, which happens to be a Tarte. So shiny. This is actually a blush palette that I bought. It's called Blush Bliss. It is heaven sent. Guess how much it was? 30 bucks. 30 bucks. I went in there to buy one blush. I came out with 4. So the same brush that I used for my bronzer, I'm gonna use the same one for my blush, and I'm going to just highlight the cherry bones of my cheeks. I went too far. I went too far for sure. So now that I put my bronzer and my blush on, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to take my Fenty by Rhianna matchstick in the color Trippin', and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to paint on the top of my nose. I am going to follow the top of my eyes and my cheekbones. So when I'm done with Trippin', I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to use a round angled kabuki brush. This one is from Sigma. It's from Sigma, and it is the number F86 brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to work that product into my cheeks, my nose. It gives you like a really pretty shimmer. I don't know if you can tell. Something subtle. I'm going to go above my eyes, like I said, in the parentheses shape. So now for my eyeliner, I'm gonna be using my favorite. Note this, it's the Clinique Pretty Easy Liquid Eyeliner. It's a game changer. It's so easy. It comes with a very thin point. So if you wanted to do a cat eye, it would be easy and so pretty, and it dries matte, which is my favorite. So now that I did my liquid eyeliner above, I'm gonna take my Marc Jacobs black eyeliner, and I am just going to go ahead and shade in the bottom of my eyes. Next, I'm going to take my Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara from L'Oreal, and I'm just going to work that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my false eyelashes just to give myself a little bit more depth and volume, and just let the glue dry one day. To finish off my look, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my Starlit powder, again in the color 13. And I'm going to just highlight the inner creases of my eye. And a little bit above my cupid's bow. I was debating whether or not to do a light lip or a dark lip, so I am just going to go in between. I'm going to be using my NYX Cream Liquid Suede Lip Cream, and I am going to just go ahead and slowly apply it on my lips. Now that I'm coming to the end of my tutorial, what Indian look is an Indian look without a tikka or really beautiful earrings and either a kurta or a lehenga or a sari? I mean, I don't have the clothes on right now, but I am gonna put on the earrings, and I'm gonna show you guys how I put on my tikka. Yeah. So I have my beautiful Indian earrings that I got in India. No look is done or complete for me if you don't have a tikka on. A tikka, at the end of it, comes with this little piece, okay? And that is going to be the piece that you kind of clip in the back of your hair. I use a bobby pin to secure it, but you could use anything else. So what you're gonna do is you're going to measure where you want it. And I want mine's right there. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to push that in my hair. I am going to take my little bobby pin and I am going to secure it. Just like that. You must wonder, okay, what's going on? How are you supposed to secure this? Well, what I do, I get eyelash glue and I kind of just put a little bit on my head like this. Okay, and then I simply just press, and once it dries, I promise you it won't go anywhere. Like I say in all of my videos, I love you and I hope to see you soon.